You know, I assembled the properties at the Harlowe differently than I usually do. In the case of this, I was driving down Richmond Street westbound. I got to Bathurst, and my wife, it was a few summers ago, said to me, did you see those two houses for sale on Richmond Street? And I called the broker on the sign and bought the first two houses of the 7 houses, you know, within 2 or 3 hours of seeing the signs. And then over the period of about 7 or 8 months, I bought the balance of the 7 houses. That was much more difficult than buying the first 2. Over the years, I've been associated with a lot of high-rise, modern, very glassy buildings, and it's not been lost to me that there are some people in the city that would like to see a different style. And so when I sat down with the architect, I said, this is what I want you to do. I want a big awning, I want a restaurant on the ground floor. I want it to feel like when you're walking through here, this has always been here. And it will help piece together the unfinished sections of Richmond Street West.
The good thing about working with Brad is that Brad is got a lot of good ideas about what it is that people like in their units. So he does bring a very strong understanding of the inner workings of the units and how they are supposed to function and what is it that people like the most.
Well, I called the project the Harlowe because at the time when I was ruminating about names, it struck me as the most beautiful name. The number one goal for my company, LDC, our number one goal is first ground floor. And that's what people see when they walk down the street. They don't walk with their heads up in the air. They walk and they look at people. So their experience in a city is mostly based on what they see at the ground floor. So we offer people a beautiful modern palette to paint their lives in, and that's what I believe concrete and hardwood and glass and steel can provide people. So this building features exposed brick, exposed concrete, warehouse-style windows, high ceilings, very clean European kitchens. But I think our nicest facility is the entranceway. When you walk into this building, to the right there's a library with a beautiful vintage-style fireplace and mantel. And so when your guests come to visit you and they talk to the concierge, that's where you wait. That's where your guests will wait for you, and it's a really beautiful parlor. You may feel when you walk into this building, the building has just been newly renovated in the fashion of an older building, or that it was an older building and been here for a while but been newly renovated. That's by design. That's what we wanted to show people. We want them to feel warm and comfortable, and that this is a home.
Well, I think the inspiration for this building kind of was mutual between myself and Brad, is that we can somehow create a new building in our day and age that will evoke some of those feelings, yet be modern at the same time.
I've always felt that the south part of the city is the true heart and soul of Toronto. And I've always felt that the strength of this city lies in the strength of that part of the city, the downtown core. And I believe that Richmond Street will be this part of Richmond Street will be one of the most sought after places in 3 or 4 years for people to open up restaurants and bars and proper retail. Well, I think that the first thing when you walk down the street of this portion of Richmond Street where the Harlowe is, you get this really large awning, which is going to really give people a sense of community. And everything about it is going to make people feel really happy about being there. It's not going to be a building that anyone is going to be upset that it got built. Everyone that sees this building and walks through this building is going to be very happy about it.